Hey, you guys, this is Karie Johnson with Life Network and Ben Greenfield Life, and I am so excited. We are here at the Health Optimization Summit in London, England. We are sitting down with the top wellness leaders, biohackers, longevity experts, and we're going to go deep as in 15-minute conversations as fast as we can to learn why they do what they do, the top products and innovations on the market. So let's do it. 15 minutes, hot takes, let's go. All right, welcome back. Health Optimization Summit here, day 2. We are with Bahé, with Alex and Kishan of Earthing and Grounding Shoes. And I'm excited to learn a lot about it myself because I'm very unfamiliar and I know it's definitely needed. So I know that you guys partnered together back in COVID and it's been a labor of love to kind of develop any type of business really or product. So can you kind of take us back to the moment when you knew that this product needed to exist and why you brought it to the world? Who wants to go?
Yeah, so we spent a long time talking about what we wanted to create as a brand. Like Kishan's got a big passion for running and both of us are ready for the outdoors.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to create something that allowed people to reconnect with nature and just sort of, we thought about why people run, why people get outdoors, and for mental health and just so many things that come around that. It's not just about getting a PB or whatever. And we felt that a lot of brands didn't really align to how people actually interacted with nature.
Right.
And so we wanted to try and create products which gave the most immersive experience, basically, how you could not only physically and electrically reconnect with the grounding element, but also like mentally and philosophically just feel more present in nature.
Amazing.
So yeah, we explored lots of opportunities and ideas and then settled on this grounding thing, and then it's kind of gone from there and then gone in different directions to try and create the most healthy shoes.
Right.
And
fine tuning and testing and all sorts of different, colors and sizes, and you have different men, women shoes, maybe eventually kids, possibly, depending. But so tell me exactly, how does it work though? Like, how do you get the grounding connection with the earth with your shoes on?
So every component in the shoe features conductive materials from the insole that your foot makes contact with right through to the outsole. So we use conductive materials in the insole, which is 99.9% silver fiber stitching on the insole. That makes contact with a silver webbing in the midsole, which then in turn makes contact with the outsole, which has a carbon additive infused in the rubber.
Okay.
So literally every component in your in the shoe is conductive. So we actually borrowed the concept from from the sort of world of science and research. So scientists in the or lab technicians that would be working on sort of very sensitive electronic equipment would need to be grounded because any static in their body could potentially literally fry the chips that they're working on. So they developed these grounding shoes. And we've actually kind of taken that concept from that footwear and put them in performance athletic footwear.
Amazing. Okay.
So
is it always like a sneaker? So they're wearing them right now and it looks just like a regular sneaker, which is pretty cool. But do you have other styles as well, or like typically the sneaker?
Yeah, so we've kind of expanded our range since we began. So a lot, and because we're a small company, we're able to listen to the audience, and also we're the ones designing the shoes as well, so we can implement stuff really quickly. So a lot of the feedback was like, oh, we love the shoes, they're great for running and casual use, but like it's cold in the winter or it's wet in the winter.
Exactly.
So the next thing we did was a hiking boot, and then we've launched a sandal. So we kind of wanted to initially give people opportunities to be grounded year round.
Yeah.
And now we've kind of got that in place. We're kind of exploring a bit more into adding more depth into the key categories. So we've just launched this concept called modes for our running shoes. So what we've observed is that we've moved the brand into like a barefoot space in terms of the fit and structure, so they allow your feet to move more naturally. But we've personally observed it, and also from customers, how a lot of the barefoot shoes are very minimal, they're not very forgiving, and they're amazing, but like a lot of us are trying to recover from wearing dysfunctional footwear for a long time, and that takes time. And so we wanted to create a range of products to meet people where they're at. So we have the same barefoot fit across 3 levels of cushioning. So we're trying to keep the same principles of the fit, the flexibility, zero drop. But some people who are new to it want to have those benefits, but a little bit of cushioning.
True.
Equally, some people who are really experienced still want a bit of cushioning for running. So we're trying to give people those options throughout the range.
Exactly.
And one of the things that we're really proud of as a brand is that we develop footwear in a response to what customers want and what they ask for. Everything has been based on feedback that we've received, either we've observed in the way in which they interact with the shoes or the way in which they they communicate with us about our footwear. So everything we've developed has always been in response to a customer desire and a customer need. So there's always a reason for a product to exist.
Right, of course.
Which is, I think we're quite proud of what we've built so far. And that's why I think we're quite, it's been a very busy couple of days here. It's been, it's quite a popular booth. So
most people here obviously know, the importance of earthing and grounding, but, for maybe somebody who's new to biohacking, like why do you need to do that?
Yeah, there are multiple reasons. There's lots of studies been done on the topic, but I think the three that we focus on generally, but the most easiest to understand, are sort of the most impactful, are a reduction in inflammation. Inflammation is quite a big thing, and lots of brands and voices talk about it.
Okay.
So there's been research that has shown a reduction in inflammation in the body after you're grounded, after a period of grounding.
Wow.
Improved sleep is another one. Improving the circadian rhythm and realigning the circadian rhythm is lots of research has been done on that. And in performance and recovery. So one of the top sort of studies has shown that it increases blood flow throughout the body, which in turn can improve performance if you're performing, but also for recovery as well.
That's amazing.
And so those are three ones that we always kind of like to focus on.
I mean, everybody needs that, really. I'm like, reducing inflammation. It seems like we're always kind of chronically inflamed these days, just with toxins and EMFs and all these things around us. And then
and it's grounding, but also just being outdoors, being in nature. There's a concept that we landed on early on called green exercise, which is about being outdoors, being more connected with nature, especially in this day and age when you're indoors all the time with our technology. I think just being outdoors as much as you can has so many benefits.
100%. So, and of course you have your shoes to help you with that, but then, also make sure you're going outside, right? And getting vitamin D.
It's kind of like what we've developed as a concept in the grounding shoes is that it enhances that connection to nature, right? You're already outside. If you're already running outside, why not make it a little bit better with that connection, a direct connection with the earth through our footwear.
Wow. Yeah, I should have put those on as soon as I got here from America on Friday, because I'm definitely still jet lagged. So I'm like, that would have probably enhanced my recovery and adapted circadian rhythm to the time zone quickly. So
it's just not always practical to be barefoot, is it? Like the ideal situation would be barefoot, and we'd always advocate that, but like practically it's not really clean or suitable.
I know.
So it's trying to give people those extra opportunities, really.
Exactly.
You might get looked at a bit funny as well if you're kind of always barefoot, right? And especially in London, maybe.
Yeah, especially in London too. Maybe you don't want to walk in the streets in London barefoot, but you don't know what you're going to step on. But so then, is this something that somebody can wear all day long, typically?
Yeah.
Would you recommend that? I was going to say,
we have to,
kind of. I mean, yes, of course. You're the founders of the product, but is that what you find what your clients do? They wear this pretty much all the time now?
Yeah. In fact, it's been really good at the summit because obviously we're presenting the products, but then a lot of people here have bought our shoes from previous years, and so they come on the stand, and then we're like, they'll just be like, oh yeah, they've improved my sleep and they've helped with pain, and so we're like, okay, over to you. You can. It's like so much better to have that like actual review from customers who've experienced it.
Those are huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's quite funny. We're predominantly an online only brand, so we sell directly to customers online.
So you never see them.
Exactly. So it's nice to see people in person. And the funny thing, I was telling a customer, I was actually trying to talk to a customer about the product, and then somebody else, another customer that had already been wearing our shoes for a year, came over and said, oh yeah, they're great, and they've helped me with this, they've helped me with that, and it's almost like going down the website and seeing the testimonials, when you see something, but in person,
and you see their face.
I was like, over to you, sort of thing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, we need to go on a microphone so we can get some of those testimonials for the website.
But it's really nice, just reconnecting with people that we've helped with footwear in the past, and they see all the new models and they see the new ranges,
and they see you guys growing and evolving, and listening to the customers, like you were saying, because you are a newer company, but you're able to add new things to the line based off of their needs too, and that's huge. So what are any certain testimonials stand out to you that that they notice certain things about sleep or anything recovery?
Sleep one was really interesting. There's a lady that bought our shoes last year, and she said she struggled with her sleep for a long time, and as a lot of people here, they monitor a lot of things.
Yes, they do.
So she knew her sleep score very accurately and looked at her diet and her lifestyle. And she said that was like one change was she started wearing our footwear. I think she was actually, I don't know if she's doing this at the time, but she said recently she was going for a walk with her dog in the evenings in our shoes. And then that was like really radically improved her sleep score. And that's the only thing she could put it down to. So
really?
Yeah, it's amazing. So
amazing.
You hear various things, and people with like different conditions, like because some people are, recovering from certain things,
right?
And saying how it's reduced pain. So it's like, it's really rewarding. Like obviously we pitch the shoes at different people, and we have quite a diverse audience. We have like elite athletes buy shoes, and people into health and wellness, and runners. But like, it's so rewarding when someone who's got like an illness or something they're suffering with, so that they feel better for it. Like it makes just such a nice feeling when you're like slaving away doing design, and you're not always like close to the customers, but when you hear that, it's like so nice.
Yeah, I had another friend, actually a quite close friend of mine, he had plantar fasciitis, and he's had flat feet. And as we transitioned to becoming a barefoot style brand, I said, look, you need to give them a go, right? Because it's not, people think that you need more cushioning or more support if you have.
True.
And look, there's different research, and podiatrists will say different things. But I said, look, give it a go.
Yeah.
And we had dinner with him yesterday, and he said, look, it's completely changed his life. Going transitioning to barefoot style footwear is the best thing that he's had to his feet. He can now play sports and do things he couldn't do before. So again, it's rewarding, and it's nice to know that we're producing footwear that has that kind of impact.
That's incredible. Yeah, because obviously you guys created it out of passion, and probably usually your own needs too. You're scratching your own itch. You're like, this is not out there. Like, and I would like this myself. But then it just like trickles down. And you get to see just how it affects so many people. So it makes you want to get up out of bed every day. When I know creating a business and a product is a lot of work. So it keeps you going when you hear those stories.
Yeah, and it's interesting how it's like Kishan said, his example of his brother-in-law. It's like, it's almost counterintuitive, because a lot of brands just want to chuck more technology, more supports, and basically disrupt the function of your feet naturally to support you to do things, as opposed to like strengthen and recover the root cause of issues. So in fact, by often reducing the cushioning, and the key thing is really allowing the foot to spread and splay correctly, it allows your feet and your body to function and your posture to be better, and you can actually like heal yourself in a more sustainable way. So it's really interesting to see that with people, and there's a lot of like relearning for people to do as well, because we're told things by big brands and not always correct. So like when we were kids and babies, like you're put in these shoes and this is what you need to do, like as soon as you're like an infant, it's like, no. A lot of rewiring and retraining and educating people on it's not necessarily the best thing to do. So thankfully, we are surrounded by all that here, but then there's still a lot of learning to do out there, just to the mass public for sure. So,
absolutely.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, tell people where they can find your product online, because worldwide people can buy, or is there certain areas?
We ship worldwide. We're direct to customer mostly. So we'd invite people to come to our website. It's www.bahe.co. And we're quite active on Instagram as well, which is at bahé.movement.
Good. Doing some education behind there too. Okay, that's part of it. That's incredible.
I think Instagram's quite a nice place. We can directly communicate. Alex is always kind of responding to customer queries. I kind of come in there sometimes and I see Alex has sent a voice note to a customer or a video to a customer. So it's a nice place to sort of engage with people when we can't be in person, right? It's nice to do that online. So.
Tell me where go ahead.
Trying to build our team in a way that can help educate people as well, because like it's all very well to create the product and talk about what the product is, but there's a lot of how you interact with it and how you can re-strengthen. So we've got Charlie, who's with us today, who's like an expert in foot health. So we're trying to do a lot more content with him to help educate customers. And Lauren, who's just joined us literally just recently, but she's a qualified physio. So we're trying to like build our team in a way that like we have that technical expertise as well to like really help communicate to people.
The backing behind education. So it's important. And tell me where the name comes from, Bahé.
It's actually a Hindi word meaning flow. So it's in like the flow state when you're running, flow energy into your body. So it feels like a really nice fit for the brand. No, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for being here today, and just for the products you put in the world, and best of luck to you guys. You're doing an amazing job. So thank you.
We'll
see you guys soon.